The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is Michael Green coming to you from Spokane, Washington. All right, you guys, I just got done with a live webinar. It's my way of saying I'm sorry, but I'm going to explain the sorry first. I guess we'll give a little bit of time here for everybody else to show up tonight. Although we've got quite a large group on already. I'm going to tell you that we're changing so fast right now, you guys. Just about the time I'm ready to sit down and record a webinar with Lawrence, we come up with a new revelation and it changes the PowerPoint presentation. In fact, you know, it happened again this weekend. It happened again today. Decisions are being made very, very quickly. We're moving very, very quickly. I've got a lot of fun stuff to share with you tonight. The downside is, you know, where's the sales funnel? Things are changing that fast. Where's the webinar? Things are changing that fast. About the time we're ready to launch, it's like, okay, that's not relevant anymore. You got to go back and reshoot a video. You got to go back and rebuild a PowerPoint presentation, put it into production, and record it. And I will apologize again for being just a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to recording stuff. I like things to be right. I know when I'm on live, I make a lot of mistakes, but if I'm going to record it, I don't know, there's this notion in my head that it's got to be, you know, as perfect as I can make it. So I'm sorry the process is slow. To make up for that slow process, what we're doing is we're going live with these live webinars. Get into your back office, go to the events tab. For whatever reason, you know, I hear people don't like the events calendar. All I'm going to tell you is get used to it. Go there every day. Make it one of your stops. To drive you there, Steve put a banner up tonight that says, hey, go look at the events calendar. We're doing live webinars the rest of this week except for Thursday, because here in the United States we call it Thanksgiving Day. If you don't know what that is, Google search it. But we're celebrating Thanksgiving on Thursday. So sorry to the rest of the world it doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving, but we're taking that day off. Other than that, I've got a webinar tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Everything else in between. Then I'm doing 2 on Wednesday, 2 on Friday. Hopefully that'll give us enough time to solidify everything that we're going to talk about tonight, get that into a nice PowerPoint presentation, and actually get the thing recorded. So it's coming. I promise you it's coming. You just will not believe the pace at which we're flying through this program. Things are changing quickly, and all for the good is what I'm going to tell you. So tonight, I got so many reviews last week, people saying they loved what they saw last week, so I'm going to try not be completely redundant. Again, we've got some fun stuff rolling on top of what we talked about last week, but I'm going to do a lot of the same things. I want to make sure everybody's still fully aware of Fast and Furious. Twice as nice. I've got an update for you there. The Power Founder. We've got questions that come up about Power Founder still, and I'm going to try and squelch a few of those tonight. 3 times multiplier. I'm going to take you to my spreadsheet. I think I did that with you guys last week. If I didn't, I'm sorry. If I did and it's redundant, I'm sorry twice. Mobile app. Do not lose focus on what we're doing tonight. Write that down right now if you'd like, fueled.com, and I've got some information to share with you about our mobile app. It's earth-shattering. It's better than it was last Monday. It is a big deal, and I'm going to share a lot with you about that. Associate cash outs. I'm going to start where I started last week, associate cash outs. Here's what we know. I'm a guy that cashes out every day, so I see this cycle. If you don't cash out every day, you might not see this cycle. So I'm going to tell you what it is. It takes 6 days from the day you hit your cash out button. 6 days, including the weekends, 6 days for that to hit your iPayout. We're almost there. The transfer of funds from all over the world to get it back into our US-based corporation is a lot tougher than we thought it was going to be. It's taken a lot more time. We've got merchant services coming online very, very soon, US-based, and we'll have better control of our funds coming in. All I can tell you is, you know, funding is not a problem. It's just having the funds in the right place at the right time, and that's what that delay is all about. So you cash out today. It's going to be 6 days before you see an iPayout. We're trying to get iPayout caught up now. Right now, I think it's running about a 3-day lag time for you to have it move into your iPayout before you can actually move it into your checking account. So just understand that as the delay. I'll tell people, you know, give it 10 days. What you request today will be, you know, in your pocket, you know, 10 days from now. But guys, all I can tell you is the company could have gone a different direction with that. For those of you that are still not happy with that answer, the company could have gone in a direction and said, well, we're just going to postpone payouts, until the end of November. And we all voted against that. We tried that once back in July. Nobody liked it. If you were around in July, remember when we first rolled over to iPayout, we had to delay, the pay cycle. Prior to iPayout, we paid twice a month. Nobody really liked that. So because we decided to try to stay in sync with paying on a daily basis, I love to be able to tell that story. You guys should love it too. Getting paid daily is cool. It's one thing to earn every single day, but when you can actually tell people you're getting paid every single day, money's going into your bank account every single day, it's a very powerful statement. So we all lobbied to keep that aspect. Unfortunately, the delay comes because the money wasn't in the right place to get it to you. So we'll get it back. We'll get it in the right place. But cash outs right now, just so you know what to expect, if you hit the cash out button today, 6 days before it lands in iPayout. Now let's cover these one at a time, fast and furious. I'm going to do real fast because I think most people have this one. Know that you're getting a 20% commission on all new frontline advertising purchases. Guys, that's a huge deal. I've actually had a couple people call me up and say, hey, Mike, I'm trying to protect the company here. They overpaid me. And I'm like, well, how much did they pay you? Well, the guy bought $1,000 in advertising. They paid me $200. I'm like, that's fast and furious. That's how it works. You get a 20% commission on people buying brand new advertising, out of pocket, new advertising sold on your front line generates a 20% commission. That's available to all associates. Everybody earns that. The new guy, the old guy, and I'm not talking about age here, the new associate, the seasoned associate, we all earn that 20% commission. The promotion runs through December 31st, 2013. That's the end of this year. Okay, that's fast and furious. Twice as nice twice. Drum roll, anybody? Did anybody pass out? Are you reading your screen? Okay, pay attention. Twice as nice twice, extended to, oh man, who did that? That's not right. Okay, everybody ignore your screen. See, I told you we're moving so fast I can't do this. Where did that number come from? Okay, twice as nice twice, extended to 12/31/2013. I'm going to blame that on Windows 8. I don't know where that came from. Okay, there you go. Now we're right. Nothing like editing on the fly. I'm glad you guys are forgiving. Let me get back into presentation mode. We've got our act together. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. Okay, twice as nice twice. Extended to the end of the year, 12/31/13. It's a Tuesday, I do believe. Twice as nice twice, extended to 12/31/13. That's a huge deal. Get that message out to everybody. Get that message out to the guy that was sitting on the fence saying, man, I just don't think I'm going to be able to make it by November 30th. I got a couple other things I got to pay for. My engine block blew. I got to put a new, I'm just not going to be able to make it. And maybe you lost that lead. Take that guy and say, look, before you earmark any more money, they extended the twice as nice to December 31st. You still got a shot at it. Get in there and use it. We love the program out in the field. The field loves the program. The company loves the results off the program, and it's working. The Twice as Nice program, if you're not familiar with it, you need to familiarize yourself with it. It's twice the associate value for all new purchases of advertising up to $5,000. That means you personally can buy up to $5,000 between now and December 31st and have that double to $10,000 in your associate value. You can sponsor a brand new associate that buys $5,000 in advertising, and they will be able to get twice the associate value between now and December 31st. That is an exciting way to recruit. You show somebody how to buy $5,000 worth of advertising, get a $10,000 associate value. Man, you roll the 3 times multiplier we're going to talk about here in a second on top of that. It's phenomenal what that does. So there it is. Sell $5,000 in advertising on your front line, and you get twice as nice twice. So you buy $5,000 in advertising, it increases your associate value immediately to $10,000. You sell $5,000 on your front line, and it could be one guy or 10 guys, it doesn't matter, but a total of $5,000 in advertising on your front line. They all get twice as nice. They all get twice the associate value. You get the ability to purchase another $5,000 and increase your associate value another $10,000. Bottom line, what that means is if you can go sponsor $5,000 on your front line, you can generate up to $20,000 associate value for a $10,000 purchase that you make of advertising. That's huge. If you look at how the program is laid out now with the manager, with the senior manager, this puts you in a position to get that associate value where you want it. So when you rank up to senior manager, you could have a $50,000 associate value sitting there waiting for you. I'm going to run Now I'm going to go to, hang on a second, let me get my thoughts right. Yeah, I'll go show you the spreadsheet here on the 3 times multiplier and show you exactly what this twice as nice could do for somebody. But again, this twice as nice twice, it's available to all associates, and it has been extended to December 31st, 2013, not January 31st, 2014. I do my own editing too. I can't believe I did that. Oh, and I forgot another one. A promotion runs through December 31st, 2013. I'll do better next Monday, guys. Sorry. All right, we want to talk about Power Founder. I still get some of the same questions, some new questions on Power Founder. The Power Founder, 25% off your monthly advertising package from the month you buy it. That was one of the questions. Well, I've been in the program for 6 months. If I buy a Power Founder now, do I get 25% off from, from a year from when I started or from when I buy the Power Founder? It's from when you buy the Power Founder. Another question about Power Founder came up this weekend. I'm not a Power Founder, but I sold 2 Power Founders on my front line 3 months ago. If I become a Power Founder and I sell 2 more Power Founders on my front line, do I get 1,000 credited back to my associate value? And the answer is absolutely yes. You have all it takes. You're a Power Founder, and you got 4 Power Founders on your front line, you're going to get 1,000 credited back to your associate value.
Webinar
next question. Do I get, because it's
Next
twice
question.
Mike, mute yourself out.
Mike, mute yourself out. Mike.
That's Lawrence, Mike. Sorry, not me.
That's Lawrence. Tell Lawrence to put a headset on or turn his volume down on his computer. One or the other. Okay, let's go back to Power Founder. Okay, Lawrence is on the line. But Lawrence, you're gonna have to hang on. Right in the middle. You got me off track. Okay, here we go. Question. Wait, where were we? Question was, we're in twice as nice twice. If I sell my Power Founders between now and between now and the end of the year, do I get 2,000 of my associate value because it's twice as nice twice? The answer is no. Nice try, but no. So 25% off your advertising package for the next year from the date that you sign up. Number 2, we're going to talk about here in a second. Number 3, share in 2% of the company profits for life. That's with 1,000 Power Founders. So you're going to share in 2% with 1,000 other Power Founders. When you see this new phone app, when you fully understand what this phone app is going to do for this company, that it's going to launch us to the moon. I'm going to let Lawrence talk about it here in just a couple minutes. When you see what that is going to do to this company, I don't know anybody that doesn't want to be a Power Founder anymore. There's some budget limitations there, I know, for some, but all I can tell you, 2% share of net profit with those 1,000 people, I think has huge potential down the road. Again, we've already talked about bullet point number 4. Sign up for yours is free. Sign them up 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 6 months ago. Sign a couple more up during this promotion. You become a Power Founder. You're getting 1,000 credited back to your associate value. Now, what I want to leave you with, though, is bullet point number 2, reduce qualifications to advance, to rank advance. It's this easy. Become a Power Founder. Gina, go sponsor Gina. Gina gets to sign up Corey, Paul, and Jeff, each at $500. As long as Gina is that Power Founder, she will be a manager with just $2,500 in volume, in total sales volume between herself and her front line. Now, her front line could also go skinny. We'll take Corey for an example. Corey could buy $10 in advertising. As long as there's another $490 in advertising sold below Corey, Corey's still a qualifying leg of $500. Guys, I'll tell you, if you just focus on this between now and the end of the year, because I feel pretty confident the Power Founder will last to the end of the year. That's not a guarantee. I could think it'd start moving pretty fast, but we're going to let you guys know when we get to 500, then we'll let you know when we get to 600, 700, 800, we'll let you know. But you'll want to watch that growth curve because I think it's going to accelerate very, very quickly. But I truly believe that we should be okay between now and the end of the year. But if you're out selling Power Founder and showing people how quickly to get to manager, it's the fastest way to get there. Gina buys $1,000 in advertising. Gina's a Power Founder for another $1,000, sponsors 3 people at 500. She's a manager. You go create 3 Ginas. I'm going to repeat. You go create 3 Ginas and have $20,000 in total new advertising purchases between yourself and your whole entire downline. You're going to rank up to manager or to senior manager. And we all know what senior manager has in store for you. With a $50,000 associate value, that senior manager is worth over $8,000 a month. It's huge. I don't know if you've done the math yet, but that's 12 people in your organization. 3 Ginas and 3 people underneath each one of 3 Ginas makes another 9. That's a total of 12 in your downline, and you could be a senior manager inside of this program. Build your associate value. to 50,000, and you're on your way to a very nice income stream. Now I want to talk about the 3 times associate value multiplier. This is the one we're getting the most questions on. People don't see how it works. We're going to try and make it more transparent in your back office, but just know this, your brand new associate, this is for a brand new associate that signs up October 1st or after, okay, gets a 3 times associate value increase when they take their 20% and buy more advertising with it on a daily basis. So this is for the new associates. We'll use the example of someone that gets into the program today. That new associate is going to get paid their rebate today and get a 3 times multiplier on top of it if they use that 20% to repurchase advertising. It's that simple. It's available to all new associates for their first 90 days. Okay? Now, I'm going to take you to my favorite tool. It's called the spreadsheet. Not my brother. There's an inside joke there. I thought that was funny, though. Okay, we're going to look at, hang on a second. Let me set this up. There we go. I don't want to look at 20,000. I'm going to look at that $1,000 purchase, thought process. You buy $1,000 in advertising. $1,000 in advertising gets you $2,000 in associate value, okay, because of the twice as nice. The 3 times multiplier is in play for always, for any new associate. That's part of the comp plan now. So here's the daily flow. If the company were to pay 1.75% on that 2,000 associate value, you bought $1,000 in advertising, but it doubled to 2 because of the twice as nice, your rebate would be $35. 20% of that $35 is 7. 3 times 7 is 21, and that becomes the associate value increase on a daily basis. So your associate value is increasing 3 times the 20% that it normally would. And I threw another column in here. I love this one. For those of you that are trying to drive traffic to a website, I'm going to draw some attention here to this 80% daily advertising. It's a huge deal. So someone that buys $1,000 in advertising by the end of the first month has $2,700 in associate value. By the end of the second month, $3,700. By the end of the third month, over $5,000 in associate value, or $5,000 in associate value. The easy math, and the one I memorized, guys, it's pretty easy. It's staring you right there in the face. It's 5 times the associate value of what you start with, if you take into consideration the twice as nice and the 3 times multiplier. So use that. What's my associate value going to look like 3 months from now? Well, at 1.75% with a twice as nice and the 3 times multiplier, it's going to look like 5 times what it started at. Now, you see this number over here? That's how much advertising was actually accumulated inside of that 80%, that you get to use that $1,836 to go drive more traffic to your website. That's pretty big. You get down to day 91, I've thrown a little bit higher of a percentage in here because my personal opinion is if you don't help your brand new associate get the manager in the first 90 days, you just didn't do it right. You might want to take that. No, I won't say that. I was going to say you might want to take that one out and shoot it, but no, don't do that. Stop. Don't think like that. 2.25% as a manager generates $23 a month, and $23 a month on a 30-day month, I don't know, $690, $700 a month income. For a 1,000 purchase of advertising that got doubled out of the gate, that got the 3 times multiplier for 90 days. Now, I know there's some of you saying, yeah, Mike, but the associate's not making 1.75 right now, so why are we showing that? All I can tell you is with the development of this new app, I think we're going to get very close to that. But do this. Help your brand new associate make manager. Because I've got the spreadsheets to back it up, and I shouldn't talk about averages, but I'll tell you right now that it's averaging over 1.75% to the manager. So go help your brand new associate become a manager in a day. We've seen it done, not more than, not just once, but, over and over and over again. Now we're seeing people that actually figure out how to get to manager in a day or 2 or 3. So you can get there, and when you do, you can start realizing that 1.75. Help them get to senior manager in the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They could be earning much higher than that. I think the senior manager is averaging right around 2%. So these numbers could be blown out of the water. Now, people ask me all the time, Mike, where do you get your success from inside of this program? How do you actually, you talk a lot about the $1,000 deal. You talk a lot about $10,000, and what about the little guy? Guys, I will tell you that if you don't explain to the little guy what I'm about ready to explain to you, you're not doing this right. Bottom line, if the guy only has $107.95 to get into this program, that's okay. Absolutely no problems with that. But don't tell him to go out on the streets and he's going to become a millionaire by going out and finding other people like him that only have $107.95. I don't think you're being honest with them. That's a tough road. Explain to everybody that if you show this program to enough people, you will find some that buy $107.95 because that's all they've got, but others will go buy $10,000 in advertising. They will. We've proven it. The company's seen it, not just for me, but from all parts of the country, all parts of the world, people buying $10,000 in advertising. So my personal opinion is people need to see the full impact of what this program has to offer. So I'm going to do it right now. $10,000 in advertising purchased means you sponsored someone on your front line that bought $5,000 in advertising, right? And that would afford you the ability to have a $20,000 associate value. That's you bought 10 and sponsored the one guy on the same day, sponsored him for $5,000, and your 10 turned into 20. And that 10 that turns into 20, 5 times multiplier for 90 days, a 5 times multiplier puts you on day 89 at over $50,000 in associate value. Now, you know why I like that number? Because that's the number that you're looking for a senior manager. And if you're going to take somebody that is going to take this program serious, they can get to senior manager. Especially if they're sponsoring in the realm of thousands as opposed to hundreds, they can get to senior manager very, very quickly. I'm talking that could be done easily within 30 days. It could be done within a couple of weeks if a person was focused. I mean, you do the numbers and you look at the amount of volume they need to they need to generate to get to that senior manager position. It could be done very, very, very quickly. Even if they only made it to manager. Even if they only made it to manager, they've still got a $50,000 associate value at 2.25%. That's $230 a day in income 90 days later. You need to explain to everyone, whether they only are coming in the program for $107.95, the potential. Because Johnny that comes in with $107.95 is going to go show this to Uncle Bob. Say, Uncle Bob, I think I found a way for you to make a couple $100 a day. And if you don't show them the numbers, they won't know. They won't know, what they should be excited about. Now I'm going to throw one other number in here because I think a person should be a senior executive, especially someone that played at this arena. And you're talking about $280 a day is the income stream that opens up for a $10,000 purchase of advertising, sponsoring one person at $5,000. Go out and build a manager, $281.60 a day. I'm a banker, so I use a calculator. 281. Has anybody done the math yet? 281.60. On 30 days, I don't know, it looks like almost $8,500 a month to me. Again, you got to let people see what the program has available you got to show that to everybody. If you're talking to a business owner right here, look at these numbers over to the right. I got to get this box out of the way, hang on a second. Look at these numbers over to the right. This is day 90. That's 18,000, hang on. I love Excel, but sometimes you hate Excel. Clear that. There we go. That's $18,365 just in the third month that this person has the ability to go out and run ad campaigns to drive traffic back to their website. You tell me that there's not tremendous value in that to a business owner, especially with the growth of our social space with this new app rolling out. That's a huge number for someone that just bought $10,000 in advertising, and it just keeps going up. If this guy continues to build his associate value, look at that next month. It's up to $36,000. $36,000 because he promoted himself up to senior manager. You get paid at a higher rate, $36,000 in advertising for 1 month. That's just 1 month. That's not cumulative month over month. That's just 1 month. So office spreadsheets, all I can tell you, the twice as nice is great. The 3 times multiplier in the first 90 days affords a person the ability to build an associate value very, very quickly. Let's go back to PowerPoint. Associate value. I'll move some stuff around here again. I think I've still got Lawrence on the line unless I put him to sleep. Where were we? Well, let me roll one more slide. 3 times multiplier. Oh, yeah, and there's the rest of the bullet points, guys. Available to all new associates for their first 90 days, and it's not a promotion. It works for all new affiliates. Now, Lawrence, I just heard you chime in because I can hear some echo in the background. Is that you?
Lawrence logged off, Mike.
Lawrence, what?
He logged off a few seconds ago. He's having some connection problems.
Well, we'll wait for him to come back, and I'll share it with you then, you guys. I'm not going to let this go. If you have not heard about it yet.
He's logging in. He's reconnecting. But he says nothing's working now.
Now nothing's
He's out at, yeah, he's out and about, and he can't hook up to their Wi-Fi.
Well, he doesn't need to see it. Can you just get him the phone number that he can call in on the phone?
He says his phone's not working either now.
Man, he is out in the boonies with no power.
But he's on Skype, which I'm confused.
Oh, now I lost Mike. Okay, you guys, I'm going to roll. We'll see if Mike Lucas can get Lawrence on here in a little bit. If you guys have not heard about it yet, and that is the name of our new mobile app, it's going to be disruptive to the marketplace. That's all I can tell you. It's going to change the way people shop. It's going to change the way people use their social space. It's going to change people's desire of which social which social provider they use. You can go to Facebook and share all your content and not make any money, or you can come over as a free subscriber, as a free customer of Leaf, and get the same social interaction and actually make money sharing content. It is beautiful. It's awesome. I'm going to start spilling all of it if Lawrence doesn't hurry up and get here. It's going to put, for those of you who don't know what Pinterest is, it's going to put Leaf in a position to look a lot like Pinterest, but Pinterest for the real world, and Pinterest for the real world that allows your free subscriber base to make money for sharing their content inside of our social space. So I don't want you guys to think that this has completely, changed the way this program works. We're still a social network. We're still going to be selling advertising in the columns of our social space, but you layer this mobile app on top of it. Our social space now goes mobile very, very quickly. We're now a mobile app. We'll have a desktop application as well, but we've now broke into the mobile application as well with this app, with this mobile app and the social space at the same time. It's put us so far ahead of track, it makes my head spin sometimes. Mike, did he make it back? I heard someone log in and then log out. All right, I'm going to give a little bit of it up here, you guys. We just signed the company just signed a contract today with a company called Fueled.com. And I'm going to give you a brief look at their website. I would encourage you to go here and do your own poking around, because I don't know how well this is going to come through on the GoToWebinar. But if you go down and look at the projects, when I'm on Internet Explorer, they don't play well on Internet Explorer. Hang on a second. Nothing works well on Internet Explorer. Okay, here we go. Going to Chrome. You guys want to look at my sign-up page. It's Fueled.com. Go to Google Chrome, open up Fueled.com, and you can see where these the type of mobile applications that you guys have developed. Again, we went under contract with them today. We're now, I don't know what you would call it. We're in conversation to disclose exactly what we want to have developed. There's probably a week long, maybe even 2 weeks long, of constant communication back and forth with Lawrence's vision, with John Solomito's vision. I don't get the experience. Okay, back up. Would you like to how accounts? No, just and close this out. Close. Hang on, guys, I'm coming back. Okay, see if that helped. I think I might be back. Somebody shout out and let me know if you've got audio and video back. Yes, yes, and yes. All right, sorry about that, guys. That's a pretty monstrous website those guys have. All I can tell you is go check them out for yourself. Fueled, F-U-E-L-E-D, fueled.com. Again, we signed a contract with them today. We're under contract with them to develop this new mobile app, and the speed of which they're going to be able to do that is lightning compared to what we were talking about before. We were talking about anywhere from 6 to 9 months to develop this mobile app. These guys speak in the terms of weeks as opposed to months. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be in the next, 6 to 9 weeks, but I'm going to tell you they will develop this app so much faster than we ever imagined and get us into that e-commerce industry. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm pretty excited about it. Mike, I can hear some background noise. Does that mean you're back or Lawrence is back? Is anybody back?
Lawrence is he's not where they can hear him now, as the commercial says. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I won't. That happens.
The landing pages everyone has been waiting for, the funnels, because of it has they're being designed now for it because it is a lot closer. So just so everyone knows.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard my opening tonight, Mike, but I said the same thing. I said, look, all we can do is apologize, but as fast as this is developing around us, it makes it almost impossible to try to shoot a video or put together a webinar or even talk about, how the program works because things are evolving so quickly now. But again, you guys, we're talking weeks. We're talking first part of next year that we will have social space with a mobile app. Social on mobile with an app that takes us into e-commerce that takes your customer base and puts your customer base or your free subscriber base in a position to be able to earn inside of this model. And they'll enjoy.
When do you see the field getting it?
I read some detailed information today, Mike. I don't know if you got the same email. But it looks like we're a week, maybe 2 weeks at the most to kind of, I guess you'd call it in legal terms more like discovery, finding out exactly what we want developed and making sure that they understand exactly what it is. And then they're talking, I don't think I'm supposed to disclose, they're talking about being able to move on that very, very quickly.
No, when the non-disclosure that several of us have assigned, when will that go to the general field?
I would like to think that we're maybe 3 weeks away from that, 2 to 3 weeks away. The way the email that I read, Mike, said that these guys build and they build and show. So they design and they code at the same time. And when they get to the point where they've got something to show us, they hand it to us and say, okay, go play with this. Go show the field this. And it sounds like we could be as little as 2 to 3 weeks away from having the basis of what we're developing to be able to show that to the field, to put it into a PowerPoint presentation. I don't know if that means we'd actually be able to beta test it that quickly, but, and I don't want to.
But I know we're going to launch it January 15th to pre-launch, but the field should see it sometime middle of December. That would be
Yes. I truly believe that by the time we get done recording a live webinar that we will have almost full disclosure on exactly what it is going to be. So
and just so everyone knows, the funnels that everyone has been waiting for many, many months, I'm making a promise, not Mike Green, not Lawrence, I'm making a promise, the funnels, as soon as it goes to the field, within 72 hours of it being on a webinar, everyone will have an it funnel. Everyone will have an it funnel. So
I like it when you commit like that, Mike. Here's what I'll tell you guys is it is extremely powerful, and
it is amazing.
I've had some, even Mike thinks it's amazing. I will tell you that I've had a number of people ask me. So I want to be,
is the shit.
It's the bomb. It's what I want to be fair to everybody. People are already asking, Mike, you know a little bit more about it than everybody else. How could we position ourselves right now to take advantage of this? I will tell you that what you need to do is go out and sign everybody up that you can as a customer. That's just what I would do. You're going to have to explain to them, look, it's not there yet. What you're going to see is not really that sexy, but you're going to want to be a customer before everybody else. You're going to want to be in the system as a customer of mine or as a free subscriber of mine before you go sign up with the gal across the street that you barely even know. So just trust me on this one. You're going to want to go out. Take Thanksgiving as a day to do it. If you're going home or if people are coming to your house, you don't have to sell them anything. They don't have to buy anything. You want first name, last name, email address, birth date, a username and a password, and you want to sign up as many customers as you can. Those customers attached to you, those free subscribers attached to you are going to be so valuable down the road. Just do it. Don't ask any questions. Just go do it. Or don't. You can wait if you want, but I'm going to tell you, this is what I've told people that want to get aggressive, the people that have asked me, Mike, how can I better position myself with this new app coming out? What can I be doing now today? Go out and sign up as many free subscribers as you can. As this information starts getting delved out to you guys and you start to understand what we're doing, I would strongly recommend you turning that from a free customer into a free affiliate or even into an associate. Tell them to get in the game. Tell them to get in the matrix if nothing else. the matrix inside of this program, you guys, our matrix is going to go, Mike, am I lying? Our matrix is going to go ballistic.
Folks, I have never been, I'll be honest, I have never been a big matrix person. It works. Like, I think Mike Green has said that too. He's not been hot to trot about the matrix because it's a long-term commitment. It takes time to fill 19,000 slots. It just does. With what's going to happen, the matrix becomes a viable income stream for much quicker. Much quicker.
Well, I'm gonna do it this way. Here's the cycle that you guys will go through. Your free customers, when this app rolls out, I'm just gonna go with first quarter next year because I know we'll easily crush that goal. But first quarter next year, this free app comes out. It will go viral. People will see it being used in the real world, and strangers will be asking strangers, "Hey, what are you doing?" And they'll say, "Well, I've got it. I've got this new app." And they're gonna say, "Well, I want that." Stranger to stranger. It won't be something you have to try to go out and sell. People say, "Oh, that's a cool app. I want that."
And
So
they will make money from that.
And you'll be making money from that as long as that
not
customer,
only you, but they will be making money from
your free customer will as well. Now, but here's the cycle. Once your free subscriber understands that they can make some money by sharing their content, they'll enjoy doing it. But when you leak to them that they can make money inside of this matrix, and you explain to them how fast this matrix is filling up, they will gladly spend $49.95. It will not be, oh my gosh, I've got to spend how much every single month? They will be flocking into that matrix. They will. You just wait. I don't have to sell it to you. I don't have to prove it. It will happen. They will flock. They'll go from being a free subscriber into gladly paying the $48, gladly paying $49.95 every single month to get inside of that matrix. That's how fast that matrix is going to fill up. People are going to see the vision. They're going to say, wait a minute, I can get a piece of this company. I can be rewarded even greater for spending $49.95 a month. Your matrix is, if you have enough customers that you can leak that onto when this app rolls out, your matrix will fill up faster than you ever dreamed possible. So what should you do? Go out and sign up as many free customers as you can through the holidays. Grab strangers if you want, your neighbors, everybody. I've got a new social network coming out. I've got a new app, and I want you to be part of it. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just telling you this new app's coming, and I want you to be one of the first ones to use it. Leave it at that. First name, last name, email address. First name, last name, email address. What else we need? Birth date, username, password. Then you have to answer a security question. What's 10 minus 4? And that's how you sign up a free customer. Do that. You want to position yourself very strongly? Do that. And when the app comes out, you'll see the rest happen. People flock into the matrix. People say, well, now wait a minute, I'm making more money now that I'm in the matrix. And you're telling me if I buy advertising, I can make even more money? It's going to be a natural recruiting process that goes from a free subscriber into a distributor that buys advertising for you. You'll watch your business explode. That's what's coming. Mike, is that what's coming?
Not even close.
Not even close. All right, man.
Even close.
Well, I've got 6:39. Lawrence didn't make it. He would probably disclose a little more information for you. Go to Fueled, F-U-E-L-E-D, fueled.com. Go there from Google Chrome. You'll get a better experience. Very professional company. They're out of New York. They've done apps for Porsche, I believe Coca-Cola,
Procter & Gamble.
Ribbon, Procter & Gamble. I mean, just go check their resume out, you guys. These are the guys that are building for us. We're not piecing this together anymore. You don't let me find this one really smart guy that we think can do it for us. We're going to a company that has developed applications. They love our application. They think it's great. They've taken what we've shown them and taken it to another level, saying, well, you wait. We build the backbone for you. Watch what else we can do with it. Great company to be teamed up with. All I can tell you is it's coming. It's coming. I'm just scanning through some questions here, and I had somebody say, please, please, please extend the double. Oh, wait a minute. We did that, right, Mike?
We did.
I love people were asking. Sweet. Very nice. Thanks.
A recorded webinar showed me in there. We recorded a business opportunity last hour. A recording from a business opportunity will be in the back office. Mike, you probably need to tap on that. So.
Do what now? I'm still reading questions, and somebody said, hey, it's a good thing you changed that. I was going to hold you to the 131.14. Thanks, Myron. Thanks for thanks. What was that, Mike? Do that again.
A lot of folks have been asking about a webinar. we recorded your last presentation that you had that you're starting to do live again. We
Yes.
recorded it, and should have that. Steve should have it in the back office tomorrow. I got to review it after this one, and we'll have a recording that you can send folks. So.
Okay, hey Mike, can you do me a favor and get with Steve? Jeff says, just a point to make, the banner ads in the back office are very unprofessional. I can't put that on my website unless I want to look like a spam central. Please get professional, clean looking banner ads that people can trust, please.
These ads have proven to convert. So.
Well, I know we've got a lot of opinions out there, so we have space to put as many banner ads as we can, so you know, maybe a few that are professional, or maybe.
I'm not sure what he means by professional, so I'm sorry.
Maybe we can get Jeff to open a support ticket and maybe drop a banner in that he likes, and we'll go design some. Guys, we're not here to tell you how to build a business. We're here to help you build a business.
We're going to give you banner ads that actually test and convert. If they don't convert, there's really no time wasting for you to post stuff. They have to convert for you to use them. That's just that's the network. Believe me, sometimes don't get attached, guys, to something. I'm speaking from a marketing point, and Mike will tell you this. If you believe it's great, it matters what the industry out there proves to be convert. Just because you like something, it might look pretty and fancy, and no one converts with it. We're adding some new ones. We will be adding some different ones. They will be more aggressive. Those are what are converting. And so we will continue to add some more probably within the next week. But if you have some suggestions and some looks, be happy to see it.
Sure, absolutely.
I've called in. It let me in. It's the 707 number. Lawrence, are you here?
Okay, here's another question on Power Founder, then I got to run. I got to get ready for it, and I would suggest you guys do the same. Get ready for a call in 18 minutes. We're going to do another webinar at the top of the hour. Go grab a friend. We're doing a webinar, and we're doing another one tomorrow at 5 my time. Go read your events calendar. But here was a question. Do the Prime founders still qualify for the 2,500 to become managers? Yes, they absolutely do. So Power Founder, you need 2,500 in total sales volume between you and the three, just like we talked about earlier. So I just want to make sure that that's very, very clear out there. 2,500 to become a manager. Total sales volume between you and your three. Mike, if Lawrence isn't out there, I'm going to and we're going to go do that other webinar tonight. Do you guys have anything else? I'll go to the bottom of the question line. Mark says, I tried to copy the text in banner ads, copy and paste, it failed, said something like privacy. Okay, we'll
hang on.
get on that stuff, you guys.
We may have him. He is here. Hold on. We have him. I'm sending him a pin, so he finally got in. Now he's just here without a phone or audio. So.
So he can see, but he can't talk to us.
I have no idea.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, we can actually hear you now, Lawrence.
Gee, I had a different access code and a different PIN somehow. So even though I got in through the code, the PIN wouldn't work.
He has got here. So.
So.
All right. Well,
Mike gave me two different call-ins, so it wasn't working very well. So did you tell everybody about it already?
As much as I'm willing to divulge, yes, I did. And we've only got 16 minutes left, and then I got to go do another webinar on this.
So if you want to cover it, you got 10 minutes.
You got 10 minutes, Lawrence. The floor is yours.
I'm just now coming in, guys. How many people do we have on the call?
Actively
120.
120. Well, hello everybody. I think Mike, I overheard you talking about the people that are coming on board at LEAFit from Fueled. Is that right? You were talking about them?
Yes.
And their portfolio is very extensive. They've built some of the top 100 apps in the world. And really, guys, I mean, we're excited because we're going to be able to start rolling it out here, with probably right after Thanksgiving, and in the meantime, we're going to be having, I think, some private webinars with some of our leaders, Mike, Lucas, and we're going to be showing them the power of it. And we've also just finished up some meetings over in Kansas City where we shared it with some people. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if Brian and Linda are on the line, but I remember when Brian was looking at me, he said, "Man, I'm in so many businesses, but man, I can't miss out on this. Just can't. It's just too big."
Yeah,
And I believe
what
they
Lawrence
signed
is
up,
talking
is that right?
about, what Lawrence is talking about next week, guys, if you're a manager or senior manager, you're going to be getting a call to see it. And Lawrence will be holding webinars next week, right, Lawrence?
That is correct.
Some private
Yep.
webinars to show
And,
you.
and the best, yes, and the best way to explain it is that it's going to just bring, social networking, e-commerce, and search all into one place, one phone application, one desktop browser. It's going to make everything real life. People are going to start making money on the content they post socially every day as they do now, and it's just going to really revolutionize the internet as a mainstream product. It's going to make it so easy to sign people up. It's going to activate sales commissions on 8 levels from the buyer side, 8 levels from the seller side.
Okay,
and it's
he's
going to have a
giving it all
fourth income
away.
opportunity to distributors. What?
Okay, nothing.
Hey, I haven't given up the magic. But anyways, Mike, I guess you want me to jump on with you here in 15?
No, you're good. I'm just going to do another webinar.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, if you want.
Sounds
I'd
good.
love to have
Well,
you.
I was listening to you guys. I just couldn't talk. So I'll be around. Are we getting together and putting together the business opportunity tonight?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Excellent.
One more call.
Excellent. Then I'll leave it at that, and I'll try to jump on here in about 15.
Okay, sounds good, you guys. Mike, I appreciate the
All
help
right.
tonight.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Lawrence, for joining us. Sorry about the audio debacle, but appreciate you being on board. Know how busy you are.
No problem. See you
Mike,
guys.
why don't you cover the opportunity webinars you got in the back office tonight? You posted several.
Let me do this then. Let me. What have I got up here? No, that's not what I want. Wow, I don't even have one open. So let's go here. Tutorial. Logging in. Logging in, going directly to twice as nice. Hey, remind me, we got to get that banner ad fixed to go to December 31st. Events. Clicking on events, or click on the banner ad that you see right there on your setup tab. But here's events, here's your calendar, and here's what we're doing. Doing webinars the rest of this week, and depending on what else goes on towards the end of the week, I'll actually extend this out next week. But we're doing a webinar tonight in exactly 11 minutes. That's 10 o'clock Eastern. Tomorrow we're doing one webinar at 8 p.m. unless somebody else wants to offer. Mike, you said you might want to jump in here if you want to do another one at 10 o'clock at night. We can post that up. I'll be doing another one at 8 o'clock. And these are all Eastern time, you guys, but that's 8 o'clock on Wednesday and 10 o'clock on Wednesday. Then we're taking Thanksgiving off, coming back on Friday. Mike always laughs at me when I do webinars on Friday because he says nobody shows up. Mike, don't you owe me a steak dinner for that one time when you said nobody shows up?
Dude, if someone shows up Friday night, I will buy you a feast this Friday.
All I can tell you is people are out on Thanksgiving, right? And they're at families, and you can't help it. They're talking about it. They're talking about how much fun they're having.
Yeah.
They're swollen because you got to swell on Thanksgiving, and Dad comes over and says, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm swollen." "Well, what's that all about?" "Well, I don't know. Here in about an hour, there's gonna be a webinar. I'll let you sit down and watch it." So we're doing or they're there all weekend, right? So I don't know. Friday, we're doing webinars on Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Eastern. That's our schedule for the rest of the week. Have a turkey sandwich. Come and join us. But that's our schedule for the rest of the week this week. And again, you guys, if we do not have a recorded webinar for you guys to utilize by Monday, we'll be doing that same schedule on Monday as well, except we'll do the Thursday because there is no holiday there.
Well, we have a recorded webinar. It'll be in the back office tonight, Mike. But you still, if We'll
And
do
you're
some live webinars
you're
next week.
You're going to embarrass me. I don't know how many mistakes I did doing that last webinar. So, all right. All right, you guys, thanks again for showing. Go do it. Go sign up some free customers. Grab anybody that's sitting on the fence, tell them that twice is nice, twice is in play till the end of the year, and they need to jump on that program. Building your ARV twice as fast. With what's coming down the road, you guys, all I can tell you is to have 100 to 200,000 associate value. You're going to get there so much faster if you act today. Take that double up and let that thing fester. You could be sitting on a 200,000 associate value before you know it. So go share it. Go share every single one of the promotions we got going. Utilize every single one of them and blow your business up. Mike, thanks again for all your help. Lawrence, you too. See you guys in 9 minutes on a webinar if you're coming. Thanks, guys.
The organizer has ended the session and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.